As
that?
part of my training as an investigating officer, that how to interview somebody is kind of your basic. You're going to start with that for basically for any of your work in the investigations realm. Talking to somebody and trying to elicit the facts from them is really the starting point. And then, of course, that begs the question, how do you then figure out if the person's lying or not? In the training that I had, we did additionally, at the school I was at, they brought in a guy who used to who worked for in Israeli Defense Forces, and was knowledgeable of interrogation techniques and how to identify lying. And he specifically gave us, we had a whole lesson on different human behaviors to help you identify when somebody is lying to you. Though I have to say, for the most part, in terms of dealing with somebody who was lying as an investigating officer, for the most part, you develop that skill yourself, just kind of that you had a feel for, okay, this guy is full of it. This is not making sense. A lot, you simply rely on the facts. I mean, I remember a case specifically where a guy was telling me a story, and it's like, it's not sounding right. This is not true. He described how he had survived his boat sinking and his jet ski sinking, and had walked a crazy distance back to his car, and was then claiming, as an accident, that his boat had sunk. I don't think his boat sank. I think he sold his boat and was trying. It was an insurance scam. But the story that he told me didn't ring true. But then there were a couple facts that I had to identify, that including that he would have had horrible blisters on his feet had he done that. And I asked him about his condition. So you kind of, and he wasn't able to, it didn't make sense, and that went into my report. This guy's not telling the truth. I don't consider this a truthful statement. But then there's other cases where, you're dealing with people and it's not, you're quite sure they're not telling you the truth, and you can grill them, and they're good, and they're not, you can't break through that. But there certainly is a strong sense you develop after a while, that when something's right, something's not right. So you have a number of cases like that, experiences.